And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
Well, they'll meet twice this season tonight, the first matchup, so...
Powerful athlete, Brent, like LeBron James steamrolls his way to the rim. It's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
Well, a couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
Pass to Portis. Grant outside. Passes it to Vonleh. Over Anderson. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs leading by 4. Ring shot on the way. And Laverne throws it down.
And when it comes to rebounds, Laverne is relentless on the glass.
Grant the pass to Champ. Here's Portis. Grant outside. Back to Portis. Wells in the corner. Offline with his 3. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, the only way to compensate for getting out-rebounded as much as they did is to shoot about 99% from the floor. Haven't seen that happen.
Mills in the corner. To the inside, knocked away. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
To the wing right side. Here's Vonleh. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Mills. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Sinks the triple. Ginobili's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
We all know what he can do from out there. At this stage, it might be better to body up Ginobili and force him to work harder and put it on the floor.
Kicks to Grant. Pocket 6. Pass to Portis. That's good from 17 feet away.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Kicks it out to Gay. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 7. 1:12 left to play here in the first. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Gay's got his first 2 points.
Well, at this point in his career, playmaking is Manu's strong point. Locates the open man there.
Grant with the ball. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto. Buries it from three-point range. Wells has got his second bucket of the night.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Ginobili gets a wide-open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now here's Mills, looking for his first basket still in this one. They set the pick. Shoots off the screen, and it's Chicago with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably one or two possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on the...
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence, and that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Mills and Manu at the guards. Anderson is out there with Laverne. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. Grant outside. Here's Champ. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him. Well, the Spurs system hasn't changed through the years, but certainly some things being more emphasized than others. You had the post attack, certainly with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, and then it shifted to the drive and kick style with Manu and Tony Parker. And now they're back to playing the mid-range game with Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. We have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, D.A. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. There's a good screen, and Holiday kicks to Grant. Goes back up. Rebound, San Antonio. Laverne's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Gay dishes to Mills. Laverne passes to Gay. Spurs passing it around. It's Ginobili with the drive. Anderson right side. Second chance shot. And it's Ginobili laying it in.
Timeout.
And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to make? Spurs leading by 11. And Mills kicks to Anderson. In the corner, it's Ginobili. That 3 off the mark.
He sunk that 3 in the first. It's yet to make another one.
2 minutes, 2-1. And here is Grant. Another shot. The shot's good from Champ. Champ's got his first bucket of the night. Well, one of the new faces on the roster this season is DJ, and for those of you who haven't followed his story, made the team after getting a training camp invitation, but he's fought his way, Greg, into some minutes now.
And to go one step even prior to the training camp invite, he got that invite by impressing in a street ball competition. Now, I know a lot of fans are hoping he can make it in the NBA just due to his long shot story.
1:14 left in the first half of basketball. There's a screen. Valentine dishes to Vonleh. Grant, right side. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Mills can't hit. Bulls trail by 11. Grant kicks to Valentine. Here's Grant. Off the pick. No good off the front iron.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Ginobili outside. Inside. Here's Aldridge. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Grant the pass to Vonleh. The pass to Grant from past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter. Mills can't hit that one. And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I love the game.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. A different look now for San Antonio. Champ out there with Portis. Then there's Wells. Then there's Grant. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Count it. And that's now 11 points for Shammy Wells.
And it's critical that Wells drains it from here. A confident player on offense constantly seeking out chances to get up a shot.
And that one's good by Gay. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Holiday against Gay. They set the pick. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Ginobili with the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack. And when Wells spots one of his guys wide open, doesn't hesitate at all, just gets it over before the D can react.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise, always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
The tray, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Anderson the screen. And here's Mills for 3. The Spurs with a new 24. Anderson can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Grant kicks to Wells. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
The feed to Grant. And he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. He feeds it to Anderson. Anderson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mills, that's a two-pointer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Grant outside. There's the pick. Holiday against Gay. Stolen by Anderson. Fires from the line. And he hits the jump shot. Gay's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
To the left side wing. Here's Wells. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Brett, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical? And Chicago has possession. Kilpatrick. Missed. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy.
Good effort out there, fellas. Hey, real good effort. Give me some, man. It's one game. Pick your head up. You get them next time.
That was brutal, Shan. I don't know if I could get used to losing games like this.
Man, who you telling? It don't get no easier, Rook, believe me.